mystery of conscience. It's probably fair to say that most people believe in the concept of a conscience. How do we define conscience? In essence, most would probably think of a conscience as some innate ability to discern between right and wrong, and if a wrongful act should nevertheless be committed, the conscience would lead the individual to a feeling of guilt over having done so. This may well be the case, although there are clearly large and perhaps growing numbers of human beings who have learned to set conscience aside, or perhaps to simply operate as though there is no such thing as conscience. Typically, we think of people who knowingly choose to commit bad acts as bad or evil people. Are they? The mystery here is not so much whether people violate their sense of conscience, but where that sense came from in the first place. Are human beings perhaps the only creatures on earth who have some established sense of right and wrong? Does a lion feel a pang of conscience when killing the offspring of a helpless animal? So far as we know, conscience does not extend to the animal kingdom, whose creatures are ruled instead by instinct and not by thinking and reasoning minds. And yet, those creatures who are simply acting on those instincts would be considered guiltless for any of their acts, would they not? Human beings, on the other hand, are capable of the most heinous acts of cruelty. How can we reconcile that? If we look to religion, we might find an explanation in the relentless conflict between good and evil. But how are those forces able to implant their own perspectives into the minds and souls of human beings? Did God create human beings with the quality of a conscience? And has the devil worked to undermine that quality throughout all of human history? All of this, of course, presupposes the existence of a spiritual dimension beyond our own, a dimension that is perhaps more real in the essential ways than our own dimension. We have considered this great mystery in other episodes, but perhaps none begs the question or provides a greater challenge than that of conscience. For conscience also presupposes the concept of sin, which takes this matter to a deeper level of mystery.